All right, so welcome to this presentation. So before you can acquire any Bitcoin, you need a Bitcoin wallet. So I'm going to give you two recommendations that I have for you. And no matter where you are in the world, you need the Bitcoin wallet before you can use any sort of exchange in order to get your Bitcoin. All right, so the exchange is going to help you convert your currency into Bitcoin, but the Bitcoin needs to go somewhere and you need the wallet for that, the Bitcoin wallet. Now, I recommend Coinbase. It's what I use, and I'm basically going to provide you guys with a link in the description below. Yes, it's an affiliate link, but if you sign up through that link, you get $10 and I get $10 in Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin, goes on another, sky high, whatever you want to call it, goes back on a high or starts increasing again, that $10 is worth much more. So every bit counts. So if you guys want to use the link, go for it. If not, that's cool as well. No offense taken. So in order for that to work, you need to get at least $100 of Bitcoin, right? If you want the free $10. Now, the other recommendation is blockchain. I personally opened the account. I never used it. I just think Coinbase is a far more friendlier wallet. But again, it's up to you. You may want them both and see which one works best. I feel Coinbase is so user-friendly that for beginners, this is where you should start. And the second reason I'm going to recommend Coinbase is because it's also an extremely friendly wallet. So it's also an exchange. So it's not just a wallet, it's also an exchange. And you can use this website basically to get most currencies into Bitcoin. So you can use this as your exchange. Now, I don't believe that it's user-friendly in all countries. I call it the friendly wallet though, because it's just available for most countries. And the other issue with this though is that in some countries they have like really bad limits. Like I know that people in the US didn't have amazing limits with Coinbase. So I will make other recommendations for people in the US. However, you can give it a try. It's free to sign up. You can see what the limit is. If it doesn't work in your favor, just don't use it, right? Also, guys, you want to try and get as much Bitcoin as you can afford. I mean, if you only afford $100, that's cool. But if you afford more, get it. All right, next is getting involved with an exchange. So an exchange is what will allow you to exchange your fiat currency in exchange for Bitcoin. You simply provide your info to the exchange by linking your bank account, and then you receive the Bitcoin. All right. Where you are from is going to make a difference. So let's cover the most popular countries, right? So with Canada, if Coinbase doesn't work, use Quadriga CX or Kraken. All right. So these are the two exchanges you can use. United States, Gemini and Gladera are both really good. So you can use these exchanges in this case. So if Coinbase is not user-friendly for you there, then I would say first go with Gemini and then try Gladera. Europe does really well with Bitpanda. Bitpanda was designed for Europe to use Bitcoin and as an exchange. It's also a Bitcoin wallet, so you can just link. You can just buy Bitcoin with your Visa, MasterCard, and I believe they do accept some other credit cards. And you can also sell your Bitcoin here. So it's an exchange, right? Australia, I know that Coinbase is really friendly there in the sense that you won't have trouble with limits, but I can't say it has been the case for everyone, but most Australians told me they had zero issues with Coinbase. Just in case that doesn't work, then use coinjar.com.au. All right? Make sure you put the AU, because I noticed today that when I put CoinJar, it automatically put .eu, which means they probably are now in Europe. So just make sure you put .com.au at the back. India, ZepPay. All right, so people in India that I know of have used ZepPay. And for Asia and South Africa, and I believe also Africa in general, there is an exchange called Luno. So just go to luno.com, all right? And that should work. Now, for those of you that if I didn't mention your country, then just go to CoinMama, all right? If Coinbase doesn't work, right? But CoinMama, I believe, worked a lot for people in South America. So people in South America do like CoinMama. They had no trouble with it. So I would say if Coinbase doesn't work, then go ahead with CoinMama and that should work. So those are the main ones. I believe that all of these will cover you. So if it's not one, it's the other. If not, then try doing a Google search, but I'm pretty sure I covered the main ones and you should be good with these recommendations. And that's basically it. Now, with that being said, guys, once you acquire the Bitcoin, that's all good. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to link a detailed video called the hash one way to create wealth with Bitcoin. Reason being is that just buying the Bitcoin and holding onto it is not the smartest way to create wealth with it. It's like buying gold, keeping it in your safe, and letting it collect dust. You want to put your Bitcoin to work. You want to accumulate it, right? Now, there are like two different popular ways to accumulate it. There's trading, which is cool, but it involves too much high risk. And then there's another way which involves lower risk, which is mining. However, you can either do mining yourself or you buy Bitcoin miners to generate the Bitcoin for you, or you can actually collaborate with a company. Now, I personally promote this company, yes, and I'm not going to go into too much detail here talking about it, but I will provide more information. I will link it down below. Again, the video is called Hash One Way to Create Wealth with Bitcoin. You can see the different ways you can create wealth with Bitcoin. I mentioned the three most popular ways. However, at the end, I do make the recommendation of mining with a company. I've actually seen their facility because I wanted to make sure they're legit. I don't want to just promote anything to people on YouTube. I've seen their facility in Iceland, and I'll put up a photo of me holding a miner. Hey! So I was in Iceland and I checked out the facility. It was one hell of an experience. And for those of you, by the way, that actually want to see a Bitcoin mine, Bitclub is the second biggest Bitcoin mine in the world, and we have tours in November 2018. So if you're watching this before November 2018 and you want to go check it out, take some shots for yourself and see it for yourself, I'm gonna put my email down below. You guys can email me and I could provide you with more information. It's a really cool experience, by the way. And another thing is, guys, when you're mining with a company like Bitclub, you actually are in a position to make more Bitcoin than what you originally put in, because we're crowdfunding all together. We're bringing the cost down of the machinery because we're buying it in bulk, and we're more likely as a community where we have a huge supercomputer in Iceland and soon a huge one in Montana, which will be in August 2018. When you're part of such a community where we're putting all our miners together and building one supercomputer, we're more likely to solve more blocks. And each block at the moment rewards us with 12.5 Bitcoin. That's until the next halving event. But as the popularity of Bitcoin rises, the mining difficulty increases. So mining individually alone won't work. You want to be part of a community like Bitclub. So that is why I'm going to recommend you mine your Bitcoin so that you can accumulate it and have more in the end than what you actually put in. And secondly, with a company like Bitclub, ooh, I'm tongue-tied today. With a company like Bitclub, you are, again, putting your Bitcoin to work with a company that knows what they're doing. In the last 3 years alone, they mined over 70,000 Bitcoins, and we are set up to mine much more very soon because they keep increasing the petahash power for us. And again, we're going to have the other center soon in Montana. So we have huge plans for our future, and I would love for you to be a part of it. If none of this makes sense to you, that's cool. I'm going to again put my email down below, and I'm going to also put a link to a strategy form you can fill out. So if you want to get on a call with me to discuss this further, just fill out the form. It takes less than 10 minutes, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can, and I'll arrange a call if you qualify, and we'll take it from there. But that's all, folks. With that being said, I hope you guys have an amazing week. Happy hump day, and I will see you guys on another video. Take care.